Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to study about functions. So, what is a function? A function is a named block of code that performs some action. The statements written in a function are executed when it is called by its name. So, when the function is called, then the statement within which are written within the function are executed. Each function has a unique name. Functions are building block of C++ programs. They encapsulate piece of code to perform specified operations. The functions are used to accomplish the similar kinds of tasks again and again without writing the same code again. So we can write a code one time and we can use that code again and again using functions. They are used to perform the tasks that are repeated many times. So we can write a code for a task one time and then we can call that function again and again when we need that code. The control moves in function when a function is called. So the control will move to that function when the function will be called. All statements of functions are executed and then control again moves back to point where the function was called along with possible return value. So after executing all the statement in the function, the control will move back to the point where the function was called and control will then start execution from there. The function provides a structured programming approach. It is modular way of writing programs. The whole program logic is divided into number of smaller modules or functions. We can divide our big program into smaller modules so we can perform each task easily. The main function calls these functions when they are needed to execute. So our main function will call the other functions when we need those functions. Importance of function. A program may need to repeat the same piece of code at various places. It may be required to perform certain tasks repeatedly. The program may become very large if functions are not used. So, what is the importance of function? We can use the code again and again. We do not need to write a code again and again for same task. We can reuse our code. So function increase reusability. The piece of code that is executed repeatedly is stored in a separate function. The real reason of using function is to divide a program into different parts. These parts of program can be managed easily. So we can divide a big problem into smaller parts and we can handle these smaller parts easily. Some advantage of function: easier to code, easier to modify, easier to maintain, reusability, less programming time. Now types of function. C++ language provides the following types of function. User defined function. A type of function written by programmer is known as user defined function. The functions which are written by the programmer are known as user defined function. User defined function has a unique name. Each function has a unique name. A program may contain many user defined function. Built-in function. A type of function that is available. So the user defined function, the user will write the programmer will write a function. That function will be known as user defined function. A function written by a programmer is known as user defined function. Built-in function. A type of function that is available as a part of language is known as built-in function or library function. These functions are ready-made programs. These functions are stored in different header files. Built-in functions make programming faster, easier. Why? Because we do not need to write the code for built-in function. They are ready-made functions. We only call these functions to perform some task. So in this way our programming becomes easier and faster. C++ language provides many built-in functions to solve different problems. For example, clear screen, built-in function to clear the screen. Today we will cover user-defined functions in detail. In this video we will cover user-defined functions in detail. A user-defined function consists of following: function declaration and function definition. Function declaration or function prototype. Function declaration is also known as function prototype. Function declaration is a model of a function. It is also called function prototype. It provides information to compiler about the structure of a function to be used in the program. It ends with a semicolon. So full function declaration or prototype provides the information to the compiler about the structure of the function, and also it ends with semicolon. Function prototypes are usually placed at the beginning of source file just before the main function. Function declaration consists of the following parts: function name, function return type, number and type of parameter. So what is the syntax of function declaration, return type, function name and parameter? Let's declare a function. Function declaration is also known as function prototype. So before the main function, see, function prototype are usually placed at the beginning of source file just before main function. So before main function we will write an other function, say show function, name of function, and then it ends with semicolon, parenthesis. So this is the function declaration or function prototype. It tells the compiler about the structure of the function. It tells what is the return type of function, that is void, then function name, what will the function name, and the number of parameter. Here we have used no parameter. So this is simple function declaration or function prototype, and it is placed before the main function. So what is syntax? Return type. So here I have written void. Void means this function will return nothing. And then the name of the function, and then parameter. Here I have not written any parameter. So it is a parameterless function. So return type. So this is the syntax: return type, function name and parameter. Return type, it indicates the type of value that will be returned by the function. For example, a function may return an integer value or a float value or a character. If the function returns no value, the keyword void is used. So if our function does not return any value, then we will use this keyword void. It means this function will return nothing. Parameters are the values that are provided to a function when the function is called. So parameters are the values that are provided to the function when function is called. Parameters are given in parentheses. So we can give parameter in parentheses. Here we can give our parameters like int a, int b. Both a and b are so we can give parameter give a parameter here. But this is our a simple function show. Parameter only data types of, if there are there is no parameter, empty parentheses are used, or keyword void is written in the parentheses. So if here we have no parameter, so if a function have no parameter, then we use an empty parentheses. We can also write void here, or we can leave the parentheses empty. So if I have to write parameter, only data type is written in the only data types of a parameter are written in prototype. Only data types. So here we have only data type. So error goes away. Both data types and names of parameter are written in prototype as follows. Are written in definition, function definition, not prototype, as follows. So some examples. Following example shows that function show accept no parameter and it returns no value. So void show void return type. This is the return type of our function. Then this is our function name, and in parentheses we can write void here, and or we can leave the parentheses empty. So it means this function void means it returns nothing. This void indicate no return type, so it will not return anything. This function will not return anything. This is the name of function show, and then in parentheses void indicate no parameter. So in parentheses we can write void if we have no parameter, or we can just leave the parentheses empty. Following example shows that function line accepts one character parameter and returns no value. So void line, void is return type. Void means this function returns nothing. Then line is the name of the function. Then in parentheses character. Char indicate that character parameter. So it will accept a character parameter. We will study these or each type of functions in detail. The following with examples. The following example shows that the function cube accepts one integer parameter and returns integer value. So int, this is the return type of this function. It means it will return an integer value. This function cube will return an integer value. Cube is the name of the function. Int, it means this function will accept an integer parameter. Following example shows that the function factorial accepts one integer parameter and returns long value. So long is the return type of function, so it will return a long value. Factorial is the name of function and it will accept a integer parameter. The following example shows that the function add accepts three integer parameters and returns integer values. These are parameter 3, a, int a, int b, int c. So it accept three integer parameters. These are the parameters of the function a, b, c, three integer parameters. Add is the name of the function and int is the return type. So this function will accept three integer values, three integer parameters, and return a single integer value. Next, function definition. A set of statements that explains what a function does is called function definition. The function definition can be written at the following places: before the main function, after main function, in a separate file. So we can write function definition before the main function or after the main function or in a separate file. Function declaration is not required if the function definition is written before the main function. So if we write the definition of a function above the main function, then this function definition, this function prototype is not required. But if we write the definition of this function after the main function, then we have to write this prototype, this declaration, function declaration. Then we must have to write this function declaration, function prototype. If function definition is written in separate file, then it can be used by including that file in a program using #include preprocessor directive. Function definition consists of two parts. Function header. The first line of function definition is known as function header. It is also called function declarator. It is similar to function prototype. The only difference is that it is not terminated with semicolon. The only difference is it is not terminated with semicolon. So to the main function void show, the only difference is that it is not terminated with semicolon. See, this is our function definition. This is our function header, and here we will define our function. The number of parameter and sequence parameter in function header and function prototype must be seen. So the number of parameter here in function prototype and in function definition must be same. Function body. The set of statements which are executed inside the function is known as function body. So this is the function body. The area between these curly braces is known as function body. This is the body of our function. All statements of function are written in the function body. We will write our code here. So the syntax of function definition is as follows: return type. So I have written return type void. It means this function returns nothing. Then function name. So the name of my function is show, and then in parentheses parameter. So in parentheses parameter, this function accepts no parameter. So this is the syntax of function definition. Function call. The statement that activates a function is known as function call. A function is called with its name. So function is called with this name. Function call name is followed by necessary parameter in parentheses. If there are many parameters, these are separated by commas. If there is no parameter, empty parentheses are used. The following steps takes place when a function is called. The control moves to the function that is called. All statements in the function body are executed. The control is turned back to the calling function. When the control returns back to calling function, the remaining statements in the calling function are executed. So what is the flow? Our program execution always start from main function. So control will start executing from here. Here is a function call. We can call a function. We will write the function name and in parentheses parameter. So how we can call this function? See, function name and in parentheses parameter. Here we have no parameter, so we can call. This is known as function call. This is our function call. In this way we can call a function. We will simply write the function name and in parentheses parameter. Here we have no parameter, so yeah, we can call this function like this. So when we control, so the control always, our program always, execution always starts from main function. So when the control will come to this line, the control will jump to the definition of this function here, and control will execute this function, and after executing this function the control will again come back to here and start execution from here. See, for example, here we display some message out. Function is called. So let's execute it. Function is called. Although the control will flow this throughout this program, our program execution always starts from the main function. So our control will start execution from here, and here we have function called show. So the control will directly jump to the definition of this function here, show function, and here in show function it will execute all the statement in the body of this show function. So it has displayed function is called, and here closing braces of our show function. So the control will jump back to this function call and start execution after this call. So after this our program has terminated. Guys, this is a simple function. See, if cout see, program execution always starts from main function. So control will come here, and this is our function call. So the control will directly jump to the definition of this function, show function. So here the control will execute the body of this function. So function is called is displayed on the console window, and the end, so our pointer will move to the next line. Closing braces of this function, so the control will directly jump back to here where it was before function call. So now the control will start execution from here. So well done is printed on the console window because we have displayed this message well done. Cout console out, it means it will show the output on the console window. So well done is displayed here. So okay guys, this is for this video. We will cover all other types of function, like function with return type and function with 1 parameter, 2 parameter, 3 parameter. All of these things will be covered in next videos. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe Programming Languages. Goodbye.